I have developed a bit of a passion for vintage Tupperware, or an obsession for vintage Tupperware. And it happened almost by accident, and I'm really excited about it, and I wanted to share it with you guys. Zero waste has been a pretty new interest for me lately. Sustainable living. So you might have seen last week I did a video called What's in My Zero Waste Handbag, and that's where I walked you guys through just 5 really easy, affordable items that I keep in my bag every day so that I'm not using single-use plastic anymore. I'll link the video at some point below here so you can go and check that out. But yeah, so basically last week I talked about that. This week I want to talk to you a bit about why I'm buying vintage Tupperware, especially seeing it's made out of plastic. Why I'm buying it and why I'm using it. So long story short, I'd rather not buy any brand new plastic anymore. I kind of think if millions of us around the world stop buying brand new plastic, then they would have to stop making brand new plastic. And you know, that stuff doesn't break down. It doesn't go away, it just ends up in the rubbish. So instead of buying brand new plastic containers and stuff like that now, I want to give a home to ones that already exist. So I buy our Tupperware vintage because A, it's beautiful, B, it helps, and C, it's giving a home to plastic that's already out there, and I feel good about doing that. The other reason I love vintage Tupperware, I can use it to save money on my groceries. It stores my groceries really well, so they last a lot longer. It replaces the need to buy disposable things like cling wrap. Let's have a look at what I bought. Are you ready? This is my favorite. I know, it's going to sound really daggy. This is a vintage Tupperware cheese holder. Cheese keeper. Look at the size of this baby. Look at it compared to my head. So we buy $6 blocks of cheese from Aldi every couple of weeks. And before this came along, way before, we were cling wrapping the end over and over again. It would lose the stick every couple of days. We would go through a lot of cling wrap just keeping the cheese wrapped up. So then I had this brainwave. I was like, well, we don't have to buy cling wrap anymore. We just need to put cheese in containers. It'll be fine. Yeah, great idea, right? Except that we didn't have a container big enough to fit the big cheese in. Big cheese, that sounds like a movie. Anyway, so I was cutting up the cheese into smaller portions, and in our cheese section in our fridge, we had multiple cheese containers. I couldn't keep track of which one we were using. It was annoying. Anyway, so then I come across this baby for $4. So it's big enough to fit the whole $6, 1 kilo, I think it's 1 kilo, block of cheese in it. So I just unwrap it and put it in there. Here's why I love it. Really easy to use, really easy to clean. Look at the grooves down here. So the cheese doesn't get that condensation-y stuff on it from being in the fridge. It just stays perfect, and it lasts way longer, like double the time it used to. Keeping in line with cheese keepers, I also have this. This I looked up, it's Tupperware as well. This is a cheese holder as well. It's called a Tupperware Cheese Smart. It has, I think it's older because I don't think they come with removable lids anymore, but it has a removable lid. Oh, I should be on infomercials. Oh. Removable aerating lid, but it also comes with this lid so you can close it up and not have the air gaps. So you can do hard or soft cheeses. How exciting is that? It is exciting, I promise. So this cheese keeper has a little draining dish as well. And then it has this little base thing here. So you put that on, then you put your cheese on here, and you put your lid on. And depending on if you have hard or soft cheese, you choose your lid. Now, I only just bought this the other day, so I don't know which one goes for hard cheese and which one goes for soft cheese. But I'm assuming the soft cheese is the aerating one. Perfect condition. There's no cracks, there's no holes. Tupperware is this magical thing. Here's how we save money on lettuce. Look at this dome lid to fit the lettuce in there. That is very clever because the lettuce goes slightly over the top. Now what you can't see in here is there's this removable little draining spike thing. So basically you put, I've got clean hands, I promise. You put your lettuce on the spike, so any moisture from the lettuce goes down through the holes on the drainy spike thing. I'm sure it has a real name. And sits at the bottom of the bowl, and so the lettuce doesn't sit in the moisture, and then it lasts longer. My lettuce lasts twice as long now. How good is that, right? So good. So one of the problems I was having with our cling wrap fiasco and the fact that we were using so much of it, cheese solved that problem. Muffins were another problem. I used to make muffins in bulk and then I would put them in freezer bags and freeze them, right? And then you just grab one out the night before, thaw it, or in the mornings, thaw it in the kids' lunchboxes, and they would have a muffin to eat for their snack. But the problem was I was buying single-use plastic again and again. And yes, it was cheap, but it's not great for the environment. I needed another option. And then I realized I don't actually have to freeze the muffins because we always eat them within 3 or 4 days anyway. So I stopped putting pressure on myself to bulk make muffins. So life was easier. That's good. And then I realized that I only needed to cling wrap them so that they would get to school or to picnics clean and in good shape. And then I thought, well, there must be a container for that. And guess what? There is. So this is a vintage Tupperware container I got for 50 cents. It's got a lid. A muffin fits in here, and that fits in a school lunchbox, so that's awesome. And then for 50 cents at the same trip, I found this, which is not Tupperware, but is also awesome. It's an actual muffin holder. It's perfect muffin size. I'm so excited that I don't cling wrap my muffins anymore. They keep their shape. These are nice and sturdy. This is nice and sturdy. And it works for other stuff too. You can chop up some carrot sticks and throw them in there. Whatever you want to put in there is fine, but it specifically solved my muffin problem. So I like snacks that are easy to pack and move. So this is very, very handy. A, because it's a container that comes with a lid. B, because it has separate bits inside it, so you can put different veggies or crackers in there. And C, it comes with this little thing that you screw in, and suddenly it's like VIP snacking. It's so fancy. Aww, look how cute that is, right? So you can take it around with you. You can put anything in here. It's awesome. Now this one I think is kind of the big sister. I'm going to use this thing that comes with a handy handle that you can take off easily. See? Oh, thank you, M. White, for donating that one, because I found it and I love it. It's a new addition to our family now. So it's Tupperware as well. So I think one of the reasons I'm so passionate about Tupperware is that it seems to last really well. Like the lids fit on perfectly. They're amazing. So inside, here's a little dip or olive or tiny thing holder. And then look at all these sections, like a massive container pizza. It's amazing. Or cucumbers in here, or carrot sticks, cheese pieces, cabanossi, crackers, mandarin pieces, whatever you want. That's my vintage Tupperware haul. It saves me money in 2 ways, 3 ways. The first way is I'm not paying full price for brand new plastic items. So $2 to $4 per piece is a lot more affordable because we want to pay off our mortgage as quick as we can. So every dollar helps. The second way I save money is by using these, I don't have to buy cling wrap or reusable or single-use plastic anymore. I can just reuse those and wash them. So we're saving $3.50, I think it is, every time we don't buy cling wrap, which is amazing. So these guys paid for themselves, 50 cents, in less than one purchase. And the third reason I love them and they're saving us money is because the food lasts so much longer. So much longer. I get double the time out of lettuce. I get double the time out of cheese. I am a very happy shopper when it comes to vintage Tupperware and whatever brand this is. I hope you've enjoyed this video. I hope that it's given you some inspiration on how to save some money or not waste food or not buy single-use plastics anymore. Hopefully it's given you some sort of value. If it has, I would love it if you could press the like button or the love button or give it a thumbs up if you're watching on YouTube. I can't wait to see you on the next video. If you have any comments or questions, leave them below. And if you have any video requests, if you want to know more about simple living or zero waste living or saving money or finding easier ways to do things, then let me know and I'll make you a video. Bye.